hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip
Bars is back.
hip hop,
Sam
hip
and
hop,
oh God,
hop,
what's
hip
up with you? I done watched them niggas do interview after interview. They not coachable.
Couple of years, this election that we're dealing with right now between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Joe Biden, I believe, won, even though Donald Trump hasn't conceded yet. It's a lot of shit going on, man. What do you think about everything we seeing right now, bro?
Okay. So speaking of Jersey, I was in Philly last week and performing, and that's when Biden won.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's celebrating, and I think Trump was in Philly, some part of Philly or some place outside of Philly when it happened. But my thing is this, man. He needed to be out, bro. He just needed to be out. Not on some like, oh, he fucked up politically. It's just the attitudes of white folks was a little too much. They were being more bullyish during his time. There was a lot of like, I mean, let's say, I don't know if you all watched, but there was a lot of people getting knocked the fuck out at 7-Elevens and shit. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers was giving people 2 pieces because these white folks thought they can just run up on us because they were using the Trump supporter, I'm a Trump supporter as like a Nazi flag. Like, they, you know what I mean? They were like, I'm a Trump supporter, man. I'm a fucking Trump supporter. And they would use that to attack non-white folks, but a lot of them were getting 2-pieced. You know, I don't know if I was enjoying a lot. I'm talking about whites that perpetuate that, not the whites, because not every white person was running up to you know what I mean, to bully. And this is, I'm not saying this to appease white people. It's a fact. Not every white person is running up on people, but the ones that were, I have to give credit to the black people that were knocking them the fuck out. It was fantastic. I was having a good time watching white folks get knocked the fuck flat on the ground. I'm being serious. I love the Karens getting smacked the fuck up in gas stations. I laughed. I enjoyed it. But we shouldn't have to live our lives like that. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be, it was just getting violent on a local level. It was microaggressions. You know, a lot of times, racism, the thing that bugs me about racism, not just the big thing, like of course, we got the segregation, we got the redlining, right? We got the police, but then there's the microaggressions. If you're in an apartment complex, you know, during the Trump, people were asking you if you live here. You know, they're asking you, what are you doing here? You know, you had people who were delivering mail, UPS workers getting questioned. You know, and because of this Trump shit, this is what was bugging me. So we needed that out. Now you have these groups, the Proud Boys, you got, right, all these little militia groups talking about trying to kill black folks, which is really funny because none of this is black folks' fault. None of it. But all of a sudden, it all goes down to let's go kill some black people. Let's go kill some niggas because we lost. Right? They're not talking about, listen, and I'm not saying go kill other races, but you ain't talking about Indian people, Asian people, Hispanic. Let's just go kill black people. The ones that built this motherfucking country, the ones that built the White House, the ones, the black culture that pretty much subsidizes American fucking economy. Let's go kill those people that create all that good shit. Let's go kill the people that are getting us through the fucking pandemic. People like D Nice and all the verses and Swiss Beat, and all, getting everybody psychologically through, you know, black culture again saves the day. Black women who literally were the heroes of this election when Eva Longoria opened her fucking mouth to say that Latino women were the real heroes. Bitch, kick rocks. Don't ever say no shit like that. Fucking puta. I'm gonna say that in nurse language. You puta cabron, mi culo. Chupa mi pinga, you fucking bitch. And listen, I'm just talking as a comic, but I thought Eva, she shouldn't have said that. It's like she said she made no, you didn't make a mistake. And I didn't agree with Kerry Washington standing up for it. That was bullshit. She said some really foul shit because a lot of Latinos, and like I said, I'm gonna be disclaimer because you know nowadays you gotta go, not all of you. You know, they are very, very, they have this thing against black people, you know, because they want to be white so goddamn badly. A lot of them do. That they always say real fucked up shit. And a lot of them were supporting Trump, like the president of Goya. The president of Goya Beans, you know, they didn't realize this motherfucker was supporting Trump. So, and so as soon as Trump gets ousted out of office, all of a sudden Latinos want to take up the fucking hero position. When Stacey Abrams, shout out to Stacey Abrams, who really mobilized black women, and black women just saved the goddamn day again. Let's just keep it real. Black women literally mobilized and saved the day and got Trump out of office, just like they did when they got that creepy motherfucker out of Alabama. You know, that I don't know, that politician out of Alabama. It was black women that ousted him out, you know. And so, you know, that's the thing about like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, man. Listen, it's like, you know what it's like? This election was like 2 piles of shit and one has sprinkles on them. You feel me? And so we had to choose that pile. Which pile of shit do you want? You know what? Yeah. Trump was like a bad mafia boss. You feel me? You know, in Goodfellas and in Godfather, you know, when the mob boss was doing bad, they go, "Hey, I don't think he's doing too good for the family. We got to get rid of him." You know, it's like that's what it was. It's like it's this organized crime. Being in the government is organized crime, and if you're fucking that up, you can't even keep the organized crime tight. You gotta go. You're being too sloppy, dude. You're being too sloppy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, I don't know, Kamala and Joe will be all right, because Joe, I don't know, his health might be compromised. He's healthy now, but people are saying, well, as he gets older, we might end up with a black woman president. You never know. That is very possible. Kamala Harris looks very black on paper. Like Howard University, okay. HBCU, cool. Alpha Kappa Alpha, she's an AKA. Okay, cool. But she married this ugly ass white man.
That's
I mean, holy fuck. And Kamala, fine, boy. Kamala's bad. Like, I'm like, what the fuck went wrong between Howard University, Washington, D.C.,
Chocolate City?
Chocolate City, or maybe she met that dude because let's think about it. DC has all the government shit there. Maybe she saw some power. I don't know how the fuck out of all those black dudes in Howard at Blackburn Center, which I've been to, how the fuck did this white man go, I'll take you, god damn it. Who, you sure you want those Negroes? Come with me. And let me tell you something. I really, and people can say whatever they want, but who you decide to be with as far as your partner, your girlfriend, your perspective kind of changes. If you're around a particular person for a long time, you start to exchange ideas. You start to get their personality a little bit. You start to kind of move as one, sort of. And I hope that, you know, because, you know, when she was a prosecutor, she incarcerated a lot of black men. Yeah. I mean, it was overboard. And her father, her father is Jamaican. He was a Stanford professor, I think, at Stanford University. Mama's from India, so she's nowhere near white. So you go, okay, I don't know what her relationship with her dad was. I don't know. So her view of black men could be fucked up and skewed. I don't know. You know, I don't know, but I take that into account, man, you know, because she's used to being around white men. She's used to being around that. Now she's Joe Biden, it's another white man. You know what I mean? That's why I thought she did really good in the debates, because she's used to arguing with unattractive white men. That's
a good point.
You know what I mean? Remember how she was talking to Pence? She goes, I'm talking now. I'm talking. It's like talking to her husband. I'm talking. Hello. Hi. Shut up. So, you know what I mean? So she had practice being married to a crazy looking white man. So she was like, this debate's gonna be easy. You know what I mean? I take different angles, fellas. I take different angles because I see the little, I always see the little idiosyncrasies and the nuances in race relations that nobody talks about. But I really think, I hope that she doesn't, I hope that doesn't affect how she feels about black men and black, because that shit is the truth. I've seen, you know how it is. There's some brothers that will date white girls and then all of a sudden they hate every black woman they see.
Yeah, I hate
because
that.
they, you know, which is fucked up on all levels.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Black women, they'll get a white man and all of a sudden niggas ain't shit, you know? So we have to be careful with that. And hopefully she can compartmentalize that and know where the fuck she comes from and know what her purpose is. So I'm side-eyeing both of them, you know, because Joe Biden said, and you know, that's just old white man shit. You ain't black if you ain't voting for me, niggas. Come on now.
Yeah. And then have celebrities kind of co-sign that shit. Let's talk about that for a second, because I'm glad that you give their perspective, because you're one of the minority. Anybody that you look on online, we got to get Trump out because he's racist. We got to get Joe Biden in because Democrats, blacks, we go hand in hand, and this is what we do. And then after it, I remember I was at a football game because we coached Little League football when they announced it, and the motherfucking announcers were talking about doing a Joe Biden slide. Like niggas was just happy and rejoiceful over it. Talk about that angle. Joe Biden slide. I kid you not.
Were they passing out Popeye's chicken sandwiches too?
They had some shit. They had macaroni balls with yams out of it. I kid you not. I heard the shits were amazing. I ain't have one, but
but that's the problem. Coons make good food. Coon food is good as fuck. I ain't gonna front. That shit is banging. That's the problem. You can coon, but the food will always be tight. Damn.
Damn. I'm sorry, you brother, whoever made them fucking macaroni balls who might see this. I apologize. The opinion expressed by Godfrey is by Godfrey alone, not the hip hop uncensored podcast.
No, I mean, it's just another way they dupe us, you know. We're so vulnerable and we're just so gullible about a lot of shit. You got to think about this. Historically, black people were Republicans first. We were Republicans back in the day, and then the Democrats came in and used the Ku Klux Klan to change our position. They forced us to become Democrats. They were like, because when we were Republicans, early 1900s or 1800s, late 1800s, we were actually like business oriented. I mean, we were really mobilizing as a unit, and they didn't like that shit. And they broke that shit up. They were like, fuck that. Because anytime, you know, historically, whenever black people got their own shit together, whites came in and destroyed it. Like, of course, Black Wall Street, Tulsa, the whole nine. No different than there was an all-black football league for about 7 years. And we had a Negro football league that they fucked that up too, because they didn't want us to mobilize. You know what I mean? Just like the Negro leagues, they destroyed that so that let's integrate them in, because we don't want to see them grow as a people. We hate them so much. We can't, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like workers when you're working at a corporate job and they see all the black workers by the water cooler, they go, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm. Split you up.
Yep. They don't even want us talking together. They don't want any kind of unity in any kind of way with us. The only time they want us together is either in a huddle at a football game, on a basketball court, or in jail. Yeah. So the thing is, it's just doing the Joe Biden slide. Okay, well, that's cute. I mean, because here's our curse, man. Black people are just innovative, man. We're just fucking dope. We're so dope. It's almost to our detriment. You know, let's do the Joe Biden slide. I mean, that's what we do. We make shit fun. The next minute we're gonna have a Joe Biden rap. Yo, Joe B-I-D-E-N, Joe Biden. You know, we're just dope like that.
Joe Biden shit.
Our dopeness can make us look dopey sometimes. You feel me? Because it's like, okay, are we dancing because we don't know what this man's about to do to us. We don't know if this man is going to start mandating these vaccines, which they're trying to get rid of mostly brown people. We don't know. And vaccines take 7 to 10 years to make, and they got a fucking quick ass. The next minute you're going to be at CVS going, hey, you want a vaccine? You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? So, I don't know. I mean, Joe even said, hey, black people, you guys are the ones that really got me through to win. Okay, we will see come 2021. We will see. Is he going to lock down the country? Is this a plan to where Joe's like, okay, we got these Negroes to vote for us. Now we can set in our plan. Because I don't know. Every time I see Bill Gates, he's up to some bullshit going, wait till the second wave is coming, guys.
Right.
Because he's the executive producer of this fucking horror film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, and I'm sure you guys are highly read brothers, man. You know how it is when you see, you know what's funny? It's like all this shit that's going on. I was learning this shit in college. You know, I'm from Chicago originally. So I remember I would go to the mosque to see the minister, you know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of really great teachers, like African teachers, you know, even listening to Dr. Clark and all the great elders from the past, Ben Yohanan, and I've met Francis Cress Welsing. You know, I was able to bring a lot of these people to my college, Sister Soldier and the whole nine, and you get educated and you see all the stuff they were talking about. Everybody looked crazy. Everybody looked a little crazy. All this, you know, you see the brother in the dashiki selling the oils in Harlem going, listen, brother, what they trying to do is, man, they trying to medicate us. They trying to and you was like, yeah, brother, let me just get 2 oils and a chewing stick, man. You talking crazy. But now you go, oh, wait a minute. These motherfuckers ended up being correct. Look at what's going on. We're sitting up there like lab rats wearing masks and shit. You know what I mean? You can't walk in anywhere without a mask. It's like this control thing. It's like they even socialized us to kind of like be like robots to stay away. It's like they're testing out. It's like their first go around on how they can control us. Their first go around, because fear has always been used to control everybody. That's just, you know what I mean? And they really put their foot down on this epidemic, man. This shit is this is like all the movies we watched. There's a book, George Orwell, 1984. It's a famous book about Big Brother and the control shit. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So it's like, this shit is real. I don't know about conspiracy. People want to keep calling people conspiracy theorists. This looks like conspiracy facts.